Hi guys, it's Mrs. Davis. I wanted to show you a couple of little things that you can do in slides to maybe make a more dynamic presentation, maybe make it more so where you have kind of an interactive poster, if you kind of think of it that way. So I started Google Slides and I just did insert image and then searched iPhone and included this one. So I don't love how it doesn't give me any space around the iPhone on this. So what I want to do is I want to flip this so it's a vertical portrait rather than landscape. So I'm going to go here to File, and I'm going to go to Page Setup. So this is the same way you would change the page in drawings. So here it says widescreen. That's just what its default is. I'm going to go to Custom, and right now it's 10 inches wide by 5.625 inches tall. I'm going to flip-flop it. I'm just thinking like a piece of paper is 8.5 by 11. So if I make this 8.5 by 11, I say OK. And now it's vertical, but my phone looks really small. So I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to center it. All right, so now I've got, it looks a little more like the phone would, more like a poster, I guess. So I'm going to get rid of this for now. All right, so first off, I want to put my title in here. So for my title, I'm going to say I want to do insert word art. This allows you a lot more control over what the text is going to look like, especially when you're trying to do something that's design. So I'm going to call my app Grocery Getter, but I only want to do one word at a time. All right, so this is still pretty big, and I want to change my font to, I like this permanent marker one, and I'm going to change the color, let's say green, kind of a grocery color. And I'm going to outline it with a blue, and I'm going to make my outline a little thicker. Okay, so I like the way that looks, so I'm going to do my Control C to copy it. I'm going to click off of it and say Control V to paste it, and I've got two of them. So the second one I'm going to double click. Now I can change what it says. So I'm going to say excuse me, male alpacas for sale. That's always good. Oh, I just had a better idea. Watch this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to double click on this one. I'm going to get rid of my G. And I'm going to paste that one more time. And for this one, I'm just going to keep the G, and I'm going to make it a little bigger, and put this here, and this Grocery Getter. Oh yeah. I need a better G for that, don't I? We'll change the font on that one so it looks a little more G-like. I think I'm going to switch the colors up on that too. And I'm going to move this guy in like that. And now I can also right click on this and say order, and I'm going to say send backward. Actually, I'm going to click on this one and say send forward. There we go, like that. So that's going to be my title, but it's still really big, so I'm going to select all of it. But I have my phone here too, so I'm going to say shift and unselect the phone. And now these are all grouped together so I can resize them together and put my name up here on my phone. Cute, huh? All right, so now I can start putting my buttons in. So I'm going to use a shape, and I'm going to put my first input in here. It's going to be a box. I'm going to stick with my color theme here and do no line on that. And maybe just above it, I'm going to do a small text box. And then it's going to say zip code or city name. Okay, and I'm going to click on my box here so I can move this just a little closer, like that. So now I'm creating all of my pieces. Now I could go through and put all the other stuff in here, but I'm just going to stick with this for right now to show you the point of this. Okay. So now let's say that I want to show what it looks like when I click on this. So I'm going to go over here to my slides. I'm going to right click and say duplicate slide, just like we did when we did our stop animation. And on the second one, I'm going to change it so it actually looks the way I want it to when it's done. So I'm going to get rid of these. Actually, I'm going to keep this one. I'll just use it again. And I'm going to put in the name. Make that a little bigger. And I think I need another text box on here. And for this one, again, I'm going to make the font a little bit bigger. I'm going to use bullet points. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm just going to put, remember my list of grocery stores, you guys remember from my example in class. So this is going to be Piggly Wiggly, Kroger's, and Acme. And then below that, I need my roadmap. I feel like that needs an outline. So now this is really, what I'm looking at here is the output. Okay, so over here on my first slide, this is my input. So what I want to do is say when I'm going to steal this map picture, copy that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Put that back in there. So when I hit my, I'm going to move this up and put a little submit button in there. Or enter, something like that. I like submit. It always seems like that's what they say on those. It's real little. Let's make that an 18 and bold. And I also think I'm going to fill in that box so it's easier to see. Okay, so here, let's say I put in the name of the place where I am. There we go. And I'm going to say when you hit submit, you're going to go to, here I am pointing with my finger like you can see what I'm pointing at. You're going to go to the output. So I'm going to click on this. And right here you have a little piece that looks like a piece of chain. Just insert a link. Now it wants you to say that you're going to insert a link to like a web page or something, but instead you're going to say slides in this presentation. It's showing me, but it's cutting it off. Okay, for the sake of argument, I'm going to move this up here so I can see better. I'm going to put link down here. Slides in this presentation. So for this one, I'm going to say slide 2, apply, and I'm going to put this back where it was. All right, so now let's look at this in presentation mode. Hopefully this is still recording it. So I've got my presentation. Here's my app. When I click on submit, it takes me to the output page. So when you're thinking about this being your presentation, you can make active buttons on the picture of a phone. You can also do this using Google Drawings. It also does this, so you could do the exact same thing, making it in Google Drawings and then importing the Google Drawings into a site. You could make a new site and use that as your presentation. So play with those ideas and try something maybe you've never tried before. All right, have fun.